is a rainy day in Johnson City.
I love it.
We're back at Johnson City Brewing. It's another Pizza and Beer Life. This is number 8. And tonight it's going to be Stephen's Pizza. Stephen's Pizza is in Gray. I wasn't familiar with them until Eric said that they were going to be here, and then Eric said they're not going to be here.
I thought he just assumed it was some friend named Stephen who brought some pizza over.
I was like, hey, homemade pizza?
This is Stephen's Pizza.
But Stephen's is in Gray. Check them out. I didn't get any pizza. We're shooting this after the Pizza and Beer Life.
I smartly got it before we started.
I snoozed. I lost. But Bailey got some pizza. What'd you think?
Well, I haven't finished eating because we're doing this. But what I've had of it, it's very good.
Odds are good. It's some good pizza is what we're saying.
Yep.
But anyhow, the owner couldn't be here. And so we talked to Eric and we talked to Ian. Eric is the head brewer here at Johnson City Brewing. Ian designed the recipe for the 10 p.m.
I can't remember what
Citrix.
It's not. No, it's something else. No, it's not citrus. It's something else.
Okay, this is where I'm going to overdub it later on. So it is definitely Citra hops in this beer. It'll all come out in post now. So let's go in. Let's talk to them. We've already done it, so now we're going to move back in time.
That's right.
I don't even know how this is working anymore. But let's just cut to Eric with his introduction.
Let's try this again. How's everybody doing tonight? Great to have you here. Thanks for coming out to, what is this, Volume 8 of Pizza and Beer Life. And if you don't know what we do with Pizza and Beer Life, it's just this new thing that we started this year. And we make the beer, and local pizzerias make the pizza. We buy it, we bring it in, we give the pizza away for free. Hope that you eat, you drink, you be merry, and enjoy yourself. So that's pretty much how it goes. So in just a minute here, we're gonna set you loose there on the pizzas. Looks like we have a really nice crowd tonight. Just because of the kind of limited amount of pizzas, we have 10 total pizzas. They cut them into the big slices, so maybe limit to start to 2 slices so everybody can have a taste. Maybe let the babies have pizza first. But we appreciate you being here. So tonight's pizza is from Stephen's Pizzeria. Does anybody know where that is? Anybody had Stephen's Pizzeria? It's out in Gray. And I was out there traveling through the other day and just so happened was looking for our next Pizza and Beer Life local pizzeria and saw them and went in, and their owner, he's a new owner. He just moved from Knoxville. Guess what his name is of Stephen's Pizza? It's like tentatively Stephen. His name is Uzbek. So, but he's the new owner. Wonderful, warm, helped us out a great deal. Some of the local pizzerias will give us a discount on the pizza because they know we're giving it away for free. And also that's kind of a co-promotional event. So I just had a chat with their GM, Nick. They were super excited. Unfortunately, they couldn't be down here tonight because they were running a little bit thin on the staff. But they did want me to say that. I asked them, I said, what do you guys do? And they said, we're here, just want to make some good pizza here locally, and we're just another small business. So go out and support those guys if you can. Give them some feedback about the pizza tonight. They do have a variety, so they've got some cheese, they've got some pepperoni, they've got a Jamaican jerk chicken pizza, they've got one they call Babu, which is like their supreme, and they've got a Sriracha bourbon chicken pizza. And if you open that box and you're the first one to it, don't think it's weird that there's one slice gone. Has anybody ever heard of the pizza tax? So there might be one slice missing, but it's wonderful pizza here. Thank you for being here. A couple other quick things. As usual, we have with us tonight with hometown East Tennessee, we have Shannon and Bailey, so let's give it a round of applause for them. And because Uzbek nor Nick and anybody from Stevens couldn't make it tonight, that I think we're going to do kind of a multi-layered interview. These two are always entertaining. Their videos are online. If you haven't seen some of the other Pizza and Beer Life videos, very entertaining, interesting. Check them out. Talk to them about their show. It's wonderful. The last thing I want to say is that tonight we're doing kind of a, hey Brandon, Katie, that's the last thing I want to say. Good to see you all. Last thing I want to say before I let you get to the pizza here is that tonight we're doing kind of a secret soft release of our first ever double IPA off of our new 7-barrel system. So this one is called, I'm excited about this. This one is called 10 p.m. Citra double IPA. IPA, of course, if you don't know, is India Pale Ale. It's an aroma-focused double IPA, so instead of adding hops throughout the boil, it's mostly hops towards the end of the boil, in the whirlpool, and then dry hopped, which is giving you a really wonderful aroma. It's a really nice bouquet of citrus, tropical fruits, and then really good flavor, solid flavor. And this beer originated out of one of our good friends. He was a home brewer of the month. His name is Ian Ratcliffe. Does anybody know Ian? Give it up for Ian here. I don't know how to say this ever. Ian is British. Like he's really British. Like not just like our ancestors that moved to these hills here, but a wonderful guy. London, New York, and then Northeast Tennessee. Right, so we're happy to have you here. But he was a home brewer of the month, I guess, a year or so ago. And together, home brewer of the month is that we work with local home brewers to make a beer and serve it up. So we worked with Ian to make this beer, this 10 p.m. He's the original recipeer, although it's been through several iterations now, mainly because of our system, how it's different, and the ingredients that we had at various times. But it's a wonderful beer. I'm really excited to try it here. And there's a story behind every beer that we make. James and Heidi Davidson right here. Let's give it up for those guys. They are two of our newest co-owners here in the brewery. As you know, we're a community-owned brewery. And James has also, among various other talents, just come on our team here. So he's coming on as a brewer with us and helping out at the new facility here. And we're really excited about that. But today, we kegged this 10 p.m. double IPA, right? So it's about as fresh as it gets. But we had a heck of a time getting it into the kegs here today. And just for sake of time and to get you guys eating this pizza, just be sure you stop and see me or James, and I can tell you what happened today. But it was a near disaster. And I'll leave it at that. But like I said, eat, drink, be merry. Thank you all so much for being here. Cheers. Help yourself to the pizza.
How's everybody doing? More importantly, how's your pizza? Pizza today from Stephen's Pizza in Gray, is that right, Eric? And we're joined not by the owners of Stephen's, as is our tradition. They couldn't be here. I think Eric, you said they were short-staffed, so they had to work today, which is too bad. At least they sent the pizza, so we're hanging out with Eric, and we have another special guest that's going to come up, but we're going to talk to Ian in a minute. Eric, how did you find Stephen's? I honestly had not heard of Stephen's Pizza until you said that they were coming down here.
Yeah, well, we like to, with this program, this Pizza and Beer Life, we like to support all the local pizzerias. And so what we do is we just drive all around town, just looking for pizzerias. That's what I do all day. So.
And of course, I'm here with co-host Bailey.
I still exist.
Bailey still exists. She hasn't been on a Pizza and Beer Live for a while. She's had a lot of stuff going on, but it's great to have you back.
I like the free pizza, so I decided to start coming back.
That's right. Now, she's done a lot of intros. We're going to do the intro after the Pizza and Beer tonight. And that was just so she could grab some pizza and run.
It's true.
It's a true story. But tonight we're going to talk to Eric, and then we'll talk to Ian. And you all keep eating. If you have any questions near the end, we're going to take questions from you all. Maybe 15 minutes this is going to last. So here we go. Eric, you started off telling us that there was problems out at the facility with this keg. You can't just tell us that and leave it. What happened?
Yeah, well, this beer, so this is the first ever double IPA. Cheers, Bob.
Which I haven't tried. This is my first taste of it.
Now, ill prepared.
Now, morning. I'm not a hop fan, and I was talking to Ian. He's right over here. I was talking to him earlier. I'm like, okay, let's see what happens. That's the kind of IPA I like. That's got, like you said, it has that fruity note to it. It's not just pain in the glands right here for me. That's really
There's not a whole lot of bittering hops in this one, mainly towards the end of the boil, which is good for aroma and flavor.
Right on.
And then dry hopping. And getting back to your question here, the dry hopping is what causes all this issue. So dry hopping, when you're boiling up a beer, you're making what they call wort, which is unfermented beer. And at that point, you're adding the hops. One of the 4 ingredients. You got water, grain, yeast, and hops. So you're adding the hops through there, and it adds different levels of bitterness or flavor aroma. It's towards the end. And of course, dry hopping is when after you've put it into the fermenter and you pitch the yeast into it, at various different times you have this dry hopping schedule. So you're just throwing bags of hops in there. Well, so what happened with this 10 p.m. is that Ian over here is the original recipe of this, and then like I said, it's kind of evolved based on the systems we're brewing with or what ingredients we had. This time we used to use American 2-row, and this time we didn't quite have enough, so we had to use British 2-row, but that kind of worked out, right?
Ian is originally is English. He still is English. he was temporarily probably Cuban, maybe some Thai, but now he's English.
Yeah.
That is a complete fabrication.
The original recipe, the original Englishman. But so this one is an all aroma, which means you're adding hops to the oil, you're adding it into the water, which is after you turn off the heat source and it's just getting rid of any particulate, but you're throwing in extra hops with an aroma, and then the dry hop. And this one calls for 4 dry hopping sessions. 4 different times we're tossing in bags of hops. And so we got through the 3rd dry hopping session of this one, and when I dropped the hop bags in there, it wasn't going bloop into the liquid anymore. It was just hitting some kind of solid bags of hops. So we ended up not doing the 4th one because it was plenty free. 18 pounds of dry hop into this brew.
18 pounds of dry hop.
Which, if that gives you any kind of idea, so Kick of Coriander, another beer that we make, which is kind of a lighter beer, that entire brew uses 3 pounds. So this one called for 33 pounds. And that's how you get this one. So where we got into trouble here was that this morning we came in ready to get this thing off keg, and we opened up the kegging valve, nothing. We opened up the bottom dump valve. Mind you, you've got, let's see, 30 times 7, you've got 210 plus gallons of liquid in there. And nothing is coming out of these bottom dump assemblies. And so we didn't know what to do. We kind of scratched our heads. And for the first time ever, so what about this here? And I walked to the bathroom. I said, let's give it a breather for a second. And I walked back and I had this idea. I poured something off the sample valve. It's a very small hole there just to take a sample. And I said, let's hook up the kegging to the sample valve. Oh no. And we tried it. Sure enough, it finally came through. But it only gave us about half a batch. So I'll have to tell you sometime what happened in the second one.
That'll be another whole video.
Wait a minute, has this ever happened to you too?
Yeah, I think all the time.
Yeah. That's
Just yesterday.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to get the last cookie out of the cookie jar. We're sitting in front of the 10 o'clock double
Real
IPA.
live bartending.
So on purpose here, we sat right in front of the double IPA.
There's no coincidence.
This is not how you do it.
So it was just all those hops were clogging up the main pour valve?
Yeah, so you've got a massive pour. It's called a racking arm that you essentially pull the liquid through to put it in your kegs. And it just was stuffed full of hops. And this was Citra hops. And Citra hops, I'm looking at Ian, who's over here, because we talk about these beers all the time. The Citra hops is kind of like you're talking about Shakespeare earlier. It's kind of like it's kind of the main, one of the main characters there. And the Citra hops, there's over 300 variety hops. Exactly, it's kind of the second player that we supported in the past. But this particular batch came out with a pretty strong Zacco aroma, I think, which it's kind of a passion fruit. So
that's that. I guess it's that who named the beer? Was it you or Ian? Okay, we're going to ask Ian in just a minute about the name of the beer, a little about how he came up with the beer. But thanks, Eric. We just wanted to hear about the drama you talked about at the beginning, and thanks for having us back again. I like it. I'm not usually a hop fan. Bailey wasn't. you can't get past the hops, right? It's okay. What do you normally like?
That's my absolute favorite.
Goodness, I like it. Yeah, we can make one of those.
Oh my god!
There we go. You know us, we'll roll the cameras. I like either a nice balanced ale, just a warm like brown ale maybe, or give me a delicious stout. Just a nice rich stout, not too hoppy, not too bready. Just what a stout's supposed to be, and I will be happy as can be.
So listen, the unique thing about craft beers is that everybody has a different palate, everybody enjoys it. And the possibilities are endless. You can even clog up your fermenter with 33 pounds of hops, so that's one possibility.
Hey, that sounds like one of those signposts along the journey right there.
Oh yeah.
We clogged that baby up.
Yeah, but we've never had to before keg with the sample valve, and now we know if we need to. At least one more thing. It sounds like an infomercial. You can even keg from the sample valve, and if you order now, we'll send you a second sample.
You can plug up plumbing with it.
We're talking about hops.
Oh yeah, we're talking about hops. Forget it. Yeah. Forget I said it.
You didn't come around here?
Yeah. Let's trade off. You mind giving up your seat?
Yeah.
I'm gonna move over a bit. Oh, and we're gonna pause it right here, and like magic. Now he's gonna be like magic here. There's the magic. I hope I found a cool wipe or something to put in there. Well, we're here with Ian. Ian, you came up with the 10 p.m. double IPA.
Yeah, 10 p.m. Citra. We used to record 10 p.m. Citra session. People got a little bit confused about the session, thinking it's a 4 or 5% beer, so we had to cut that off.
I see. Let's start at the beginning. You've been homebrewing for how long?
I've been homebrewing since about 2012.
By that time, have you experimented with the spectrum of types of beers, or do you stick with what you like?
I've done the whole spectrum. I like porters, stouts. My favourite is obviously IPAs. I veer towards that all the time. It's what I go for, it's what I can make the best because I understand it and it comes out well.
It's like anything else, you have passion for it, that's what you should do.
Yeah, now Eric was saying he's just gone to a 7 or 8.
Yeah, but what happens is when you scale up, so at home I have a 5-gallon system. When you scale up to a 1-barrel system, it changes like there's different dimensions, different stir speeds, different things happen. So it's like the same ingredients going, the same scale up process, but it changes the flavour profile. And up to a 7-barrel, it changes the game. So you often find when breweries scale up to like massive, like 2-barrel systems, like Sierra Nevada, things may change if they go bigger.
I was with you when you first had the first taste from the 7-barrel system. Now, at first you thought it didn't quite match what you had hoped it would match.
Yeah, what happened was, it first comes off the tap, it's had bitter for what it should be. As it warms up, give it a little 10 degrees higher, those aromas flow off it. It is great.
And I'm here, I'm trying to get mine warm.
But we don't get too good. After 10 minutes of it, it is great. It's perfect.
It's like the stouts are like that. You let them get up to room temperature or something, they start really releasing those aromatics and releasing those flavors. It's really great. So let me give this guy a little bit longer. Let's sit here with him up home. Yeah.
So you're working on any other?
What I want to do is I want to try out these new milkshake IPAs that people have been talking about. You've seen them around places. Started off in North East Coast, and they're kind of similar to these are called juicy IPAs. So they've got the IPAs on the West Coast, bitterness. These are juicy IPAs, East Coast, and then now they've got the milkshake IPAs. Basically, juicy IPAs with sweetness from lactose and so it doesn't ferment out and gives you there's more fruits in it and things like that. So it doesn't taste quite like a milkshake. It's so close to it.
Friendly warning, the lactose full. Yours is lactose? They still hit us lactose intolerant. Here we are.
So
Good tip for anyone that's into milk stouts or milk beers. I can verify this.
Yep. You tried the milk
But the name, 10 p.m.
10 p.m. Citra. Well, double is purely because of the alcohol content.
Oh,
It comes
okay.
as double IPA as soon as it goes past 10 p.m. It named it at the end of it. It started, they had promises of brews and it went on until 10 p.m. So that's when you finally put it into the fermenter. 10 p.m. Sorry, 10 p.m. Citra session. Not the session because it's confusing.
I speculated that very thing. I'm like, they threw it in and got it right at 10 p.m. I know this.
So yeah.
Now tonight,
I was going to say, so then we carried it on 1 barrel, 7 barrels, still tasting great. So hopefully everyone really enjoys it.
Yeah, again, I'm not an IPA fan. It's really tasty beer. I will definitely get this again.
We found that when we did it in 1 barrel and it came in, it went really fast. And people don't tend to like IPAs. They like if you hate hops, you're not going to. But it's a mild version.
It's got a hit of bitter, but like I said earlier, without that sharp explosion, it really goes down into the chin.
This is your training wheels, right?
That's a good one. This is an entry IPA.
I mean, you all are making it sound absolutely delicious.
I do like it.
I will try it. I will try
You
it.
need to have another one.
Off camera.
we don't want Bailey drinking.
Off camera.
That's exactly the face she makes.
So this is the soft opening of this beer. So is this going to be available now?
This is going to be available from tomorrow for everybody until it runs out.
Right. Assuming they can get the rest of it out of the I'm kidding. They've got it kicked.
So depending on when this comes out.
I'm hoping to get this out tonight. Fingers crossed. I guarantee that whenever it comes out, whether it's today or Tuesday, it's here. Come get it. It's pretty good. Even if you don't like IPAs, as another person that's not crazy about it, give it a chance. I'm not just selling this to you. I genuinely think that this is a good IPA that I would drink regularly. To me, I think the measure is when I breathe out, do I still smell the IPA is partially as well. And this one is very mellow, very, like you said, is that what they call it? Juicy?
It's got haziness to it, which comes from oats. It's got oats in it, so it gives a haziness to it. And you've got the Citra hops, which gives you the orange and then citrus tones. And you've got the Zaka, which gives you the passion fruit tone. And I said, you can smell it all.
There's no fruit in it.
No fruit in this one. I mean, it's not, it doesn't taste like a real shot.
No, I don't mean that it tastes like it's juicy. I'm just saying
Every time you see the main beers like juicy or milkshake, it towards it. It doesn't, it's not hit right. So juicy IPA will be towards an orange juice type. Milkshake might go towards a milkshake, but it's not quite. It's still got the alcohol.
Don't expect your milkshake.
It still tastes like a beer. So
it's great stuff. Can't thank you enough. We hope to have many more beers that you've designed here. It's really great stuff. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for talking about your beer. Anything else you want to add? Let's freak out all the people that aren't paying attention. So, does anybody have any questions? Any questions about the 10 p.m.? Who's had the 10 p.m. so far? Who's drinking the 10 p.m.? You happy? You like it? Excellent. That's what we want to hear. If you have any questions about the 10 p.m., ask it here. If you're thinking about it, if you're not usually a hop beer fan, give it a taste. Get one of those little samples. They'll give you a sample. I'm digging this, and I'm not usually the hop fan. And now I'm a little bit warmer, so I'm going to give it another try. It gets more mellow, richer, wider taste. Is that a thing? I don't know.
What you've got is the hops with the volatile. So as it warms up, you get less bitterness and more aroma to it. So and obviously the taste and the aroma are the same. They mix together in it.
That's what it is. The aroma is kind of overpowering.
Yeah, so it becomes stronger and stronger. You don't want to get too warm because it's not.
We're so chill.
It's like 10 degrees off the tap.
Perfect. I learned something about IPAs today. This is your educational video. Thanks for joining us. The pizza was from Stephen's Pizza. They're great. I gotta go get some pizza. We gotta go get some pizza.
Empty boxes. 8 empty boxes.
Well,
I'll have to go up to Stevens.
Come on, get a beer. We're done. Thank you all for joining us. Hope you enjoyed that pizza. Hope you enjoyed that beer. We'll be back next time for Pizza and Beer Life. I'm Shannon.
I'm Bailey.
See ya. Just gonna keep it up underneath it to catch on.
Nothing goes to waste. Nothing goes to waste. See? I'm helping.